Hey team, it's Elle. I'm here with another fun little workout. This one should take you probably about 15 minutes. It's kind of the average. Now I know it looks overwhelming and I know it looks like a lot, but it actually isn't too many of one thing. It says to do dumbbell work, but if you don't have dumbbells, that's okay. You can use water bottles. You could use cans of soup. You can use jugs of water. You can use nothing. You could just do the movements with your body, and that is completely fine. That's what's really nice about a lot of these workouts. You can do them and modify them however you need. So I'm going to go through all these different exercises to show you what it is and how to modify if you need. So let's get at it. The first one is 30 dumbbell bent rows. So you'll take your weights. You're going to put the weight into the heels, tip forward, let your butt stick out, hands and weights by the sides, and we're just going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, lifting the elbows up parallel towards the back, keeping the core nice and tight, sitting back in the heels, working the back, keeping the hands close to the body. The second move is a dumbbell back fly. You will tip from the hip, extend the arms out. Let me show you from the front. Tip and open up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Again, bracing the core, keeping the back flat and tight. Next move is 30 seconds of star jumps or jacks, or out, out, in, out, out, in. Lots of options, right? Always options. Next is lateral raises. Up to the sides. If you need to alternate, but try to keep the movements even. However many you do on one side, we want to do on the other side. Then we have alternating front raises. We want to try to stay no higher than shoulder height. Not because we can't go higher than that, but just because we risk injury or impingement. So we want to try to stay right about shoulder height at the very most. Next movement is sit-ups or crunches. Most of us are kind of familiar with these. Crunches is where just our shoulder blades come off the ground, and a sit-up is coming all the way up. Modify as needed. Either one of those is fine. Next movement is step-ups. If you want to use steps, you can use steps. If you happen to have a box you can step up on, that's fine. If you want to find anything to step up on, 1, 2, I'm using a plate from my Olympic lifting bar. It can be as high or as small as you want. If you want to even do a challenge, you could actually do a little jump squat onto it instead of stepping up. The next move is dumbbell straight leg deadlifts. Feet hip width apart, shoulder blades down the spine. We tip forward, keeping our legs mostly straight. I say mostly because small bend in the knee so we don't lock out the knee joint. We want to tip from the hip, feel the backs of the legs, and then squeeze as we come up. We want to go flat in the back. If our back starts to round, we've gone too far. So it's not necessarily trying to do a toe touch. We want to stick the butt out, squeeze the core nice and tight, letting ourselves come down and come back up, squeezing the glutes as we come up. Back flat is key to this one. We do not want to risk back injury. If you even need to bend the knees a little bit to keep it safe, I would rather you do that than straight legs. That's always fine. The next move is high knees, and that's for 30 seconds. You can run, you can march, do what you need to do with that one. Next move, dumbbell jump squats. Again, can be done without. Feet just outside those hips, sit back, down, up. Landing in the knees. If you notice when I land into a squat. So we always want to land softly in that squat, letting our bodies absorb that impact. Shoulder presses are next. Now it's up to you if you like it this way or this way. I'm having shoulder issues right now, so that's how we go. Alternate if you need. Next move is a plank. Difference between a hover and a plank. Plank is on the hands, hover is on the elbows. If you prefer to do it on the knees, that's fine. Back flat, abs in, knees behind the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. If you prefer to do a hover instead of the plank, go ahead and do that. Next move, mountain climbers. All you do is pop from that plank, knees come in. 1, 2, 3. You can also walk it if you don't want to run. Trying to keep that back flat, butt down. We don't want sagging in the middle. We don't want that butt popping up. Nice and flat, abs in strong. Push through those palms and keep everything tight. Next move is leg lifts. There's a lot of options for this, so you can actually do whatever you prefer. If you prefer to lay down and do leg lifts, you can do leg lifts, 10 on each side. If you prefer to do leg lifts, you can do that. You could even do alternating leg lifts. One is going to work your legs a bit more than the other. Laying on your back, lifting both legs is going to work the core. You need to focus on keeping that back flat on the ground, core tight. You may not have a full range, a 90-degree angle with those legs, and that's okay. Maybe you're like, I don't want to get on the ground. Lift, lift, lift. That's always an option too. So leg lifts, you kind of have some freedom to decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. Next move is a dead bug. This one, legs up over the hips, arms up over the shoulders. Lift up those shoulder blades. Think about that rib cage coming to the hip, and you're just going to hold that. It's a good one to do with your kids if you have kids. 5 skaters, each leg, skate to the side. If you don't want to jump, big step. And then next one is V-ups, and you only have 5 of those. Extending out, coming up to that V. Perfect for all of you Pilates enthusiasts out there. And that is it. That is all of it. Takes you about 15 minutes. So maybe you want a 30-minute workout, go through it twice or double the amount of everything that you do. It's kind of a lot. 60 dumbbell bent rows, that's a lot. But if you want to go through it twice, that's up to you. I hope you have fun with it. It was a good little workout. I like it. That's why I'm sharing it. Have a beautiful day. Stay healthy. Don't forget those masks.